It would seem my dreams had been answered. We're watching a little gem that I actually really do admire for its creativity. I'm so happy that we're doing this film. Oh. Shame about the sequel. Hello everyone and welcome to Rejected. We either reject or rejoice in all things everything, and we are back for another part of 7 Deadly Rejects. And for this one, I don't think we're going to be rejecting anything, because we're watching a VHS tape. No, we are watching VHS. Ah yes, VHS. This little gem is fucked up to the max. I would actually compare this type of film to the same region of Hostel with the level of being fucked up. And yet it's less gory and more story. You see, this is a film that has multiple stories within it. We have one main narrative. And within that main narrative, we find out about these other stories. And we don't just get told about them. We watch them. We experience them. And that's great, because it's very rarely done that you have one story with multiple stories happening within it, unless it's a video game. For a film to pull that off, my hat is off to you, sir. VHS was released in 2012. It wasn't widely advertised. I mean, it did have some, but here in the UK, not much. The only way I found out about it was to watch the trailer on YouTube, and that was about the time where, if you haven't seen the trailer on the internet, you're not going to know about this film. Maybe because it's more independent, but it's by Momentum Pictures. Well, it's published by Momentum Pictures. Hell, even on the case it says it's the scariest, rawest horror movie of the year. So why wasn't it advertised? Why didn't it get higher praise? Because it's a point of view movie. And at this time, we had stuff like Paranormal Activity, set a new wave of point of view films. And then the moment that one took off, everyone did a point of view film. So this got lost in the traction, sadly. And considering that this film consists of several stories, the concept of this film came from one person. Kudos. And what a concept. Make a film but give several small companies their own section of the film to show off their skills and allow them a platform to demonstrate how they make film. Genius. We're going to have different production teams working on each individual film, and then we're going to put it all together with this one narrative. That's amazing. That's pretty cool. So what stories do we have then? Tape 56. A group of people have the job to find one particular VHS tape in a house with a dead guy surrounded by all these tapes. That is our main narrative. So, they're surrounded by tapes. Let's watch a couple of them. So what tapes have we got? Amateur night. 3 guys go on a night out with the intention of pulling girls and filming a sex tape using a pair of glasses with a camera built in. Second honeymoon. A married couple go to Arizona where the wife is given a mysterious message from a fortune teller. Tuesday the 17th. Really, that was the name you had to go with? A group of friends go on a camping trip, but there seems to be a new member to the group with a tragic history. The sick thing that happened to Emily when she was younger. Emily is a young girl who is friends with a trainee doctor and believes that her house is haunted. And the 10th of the 31st, 1998. Can I ask a question? Why do you put the month before the date? Now, we understand that you say October 31st. But you can also say 31st of October. I just think it looks a bit weird the way the Americans put it. Yes, so the 31st of... Halloween night. A group of friends are dressed up for a Halloween party, but wind up at the wrong place. You see, I had the film on in the background, so I could record the footage while I take notes. But I hardly wrote notes, because I kept getting distracted about watching the film, because I wanted to see what happened. I've seen it plenty of times in the past, but I just had to keep watching. So... let's do this. Let's put the tape in. Let's put the DVD in and get crack-a-lacking. I've never said crack-a-lacking before. I don't think I'm going to say it again. The film begins and we are introduced to our main story, tape 56. A criminal gang are filming their exploits, smashing up buildings and sexually assaulting women. Oh, and they also taped over a sex tape. LOL. Turns out these guys get paid for their tapes. Sounds like YouTube before YouTube was YouTube. I can't imagine you being frame putting some of this stuff on. And the main guy says that they can get paid way more if they break into a house and take one VHS tape. Simple enough. However, what they don't understand is which tape is which. So, they leave one person the job to sit and watch the tapes, while the others look around the house. Sure, that's going to go well. So, let's start the VHS process. Amateur night.
Put 'em on. Come on. Okay, yeah. Oh, perfect!
A group of lads are losing their minds with a pair of camera glasses and plan on making a sex tape. But first, the group must go out and find the girls. So here starts the night of heavy drinking, and they actually manage to pull 2 women. One of them just looks like your bog standard normal pissed out of red lady. The other one seems a little odd. They manage to secure the girls and bring them back to their motel. One of them passes out. The guy who was trying to get with the passed out girl, he makes the move for the other girl. Why not? You know, gangbang! But something seems off about this girl. I think it's that line down her head. What is that? Yep, she's a crazy demon lady. But she's looking for love. I wonder what happens when you turn her down.
Please get me out of here! Please!
Right. Time for the second tape. Ironically called Second Honeymoon. A young couple are going on their second honeymoon, and Stephanie puts $1 into a fortune teller, who predicts that she will be reunited with a loved one. Should Sam be worried? Nah, he wants to get frisky with the camera on. She don't want to do that. So you can kind of start seeing the balance between their relationship, like he wants to do something, she doesn't want to, and he kind of pressures her into some stuff. Well, tries to. That is before a stranger knocks on the door and asks for a lift somewhere the next day. I doubt that they should be worried. Oh wait, someone broke in and does creepy shit. Sick! The next day, they go somewhere. Is that the Grand Canyon? I actually can't tell. And they're back to bed. Well, that was an exciting day when they saw the canyon, and that's it. Hope nothing bad happens. Oh dear. So the creepy lady at the door was her lover. That's 2 tapes down. Let's have a look back at our main narrative. The creepy old guy's gone, and they thought he was dead. He'll be back soon. Let's get on with our next tape. Tuesday the 17th. Fuck off. Joey, Spider. Joey, Spider, Samantha and Wendy go on a camping trip. And while filming several scenes, the camera glitches showing, well, dead people. And Wendy seems a bit emotionally attached to this place. Dead people, she's emotionally attached. Something's not right.
You're all gonna fucking die up here.
Oh, thank you, Wendy. Aren't you a barrel of fun? Well, turns out Wendy has brought the 3 of them back to the woods because her friends went there and they were killed, and she managed to survive and has brought bait back for the killer to reappear. But for some reason they can't see the killer, and the camera glitches out when you see him, and he can appear out of nowhere. He can also possess bodies. I'm sure that's going to go well. I wonder how our thieves are doing.
Where the fuck did they go?
Oh dear. No, he's disappeared. And he's come back. Shit. Next tape.
Hey.
Hi.
The sick thing that happened to Emily when she was younger. And it's a webcam chat. Why is that on a VHS tape? Oh well. Let's just see how this goes. So she thinks her house is haunted.
Emily.
Again, she thinks. And every time that something happens, James isn't recording the chat. So how are we watching it? But Emily has a bruise on her arm, so she thinks that the ghost is going to kill her. What do we think? Are the ghosts going to kill her? Okay. Oh look, it's her baby. Nice. Yep, the ghosts are actually aliens. and James has to look after the women who are carrying the alien babies. James is in on it? Oh, and he's a massive slag as well. Here's another girl. I wonder what's going to happen to her. Let's see how the guys are going back at the house. Oh dear. Mustache guy is all alone now. And the old guy has become a zombie, killing off the team one by one. Right. Cool. I can dig that. Seemed fucked up. So that's the end, is it? Or not? 10/31/98. It's Halloween, bitches. And these guys are going to a Halloween party, but end up at the wrong place. A haunted house. And they believe they're at a haunted house attraction. Until they go into the attic and notice, oh, just normal human sacrifice. Kinda cool. How do you react when you see a human sacrifice?
Cast him down! Cast him down! Cast him down! Cast him down!
And as you do with the sacrifice actually being real and not put on by these guys as a haunted house attraction, they try to intervene. But don't worry, the house beats them to it. Yep, they stop the sacrifice, and the other guys save the girl. Hooray! A happy ending in this film.
Fuck! Where'd she go? What the fuck?
Fuck. It's one of those cult-followed gems that if you haven't seen the film, you won't know a thing about it. And if you have seen it, you want to get as many people to watch it. As I said earlier, I really enjoyed this film. I was trying to take notes on it. Yeah, I kept getting distracted by watching the film. It's a great film. For story, if you get bored of one of these, you can skip and continue the film. However, I don't actually think you will. I think each individual story works. They each have their own plot. Nothing feels copied. They all feel original. I mean, sure, they're very hack and slash and Tuesday the 17th. Come on, guys. But they all genuinely were good. And you are committed to seeing what happens to each character. And plus, as a concept, it was original. No one was doing this kind of film. However, they were doing point of views. Like I said, Paranormal Activity changes the game for point of view films. So, this could have just been another, we'll join the trend and do a point of view film. Therefore, I'm going to give it a 3.5. And as for execution, it was brilliant. Sure, the actors aren't the best, but each film within the film have their own budgets and effects. Especially that last one. The Halloween one, they had so much effects in it for the haunted house, all the objects moving. I actually think it worked. I think they were all very impressive. And hell, I was hooked to find out what happened in each VHS tape. So, I'm actually going to have to give this a 3 though. Just for the sake of, if it was another point of view film for the sake of being another point of view film because Paranormal Activity was out, that's a shame. If this came out a couple of years after or a couple of years before, I reckon this would have been higher. So, it gets a 6.5 out of 10. And this film definitely gets rejoiced. And I'm happy. And genuinely, I'm feeling way much better now. For the past 3 reviews, they've all been rejects. Seriously. Tragic. But, I'm feeling positive now. So do you know what? Thank you, VHS tape. I hope you are a lucky gem that we can continue on this positivity into the next one. I've just jinxed myself, haven't I? What did you think of the film? Comment down below or check out my social media. All the links are in the description. And if you enjoyed the review, hit that like button. I'd highly appreciate it. And as always, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to never miss a review. Thanks for watching.